Yo, what's good campers, it's your boy Killer Beezy, and today we are going to be taking a look at the new Spider-Man stealth suit from the new Spider-Man movie, which I have not seen yet, so don't put no spoilers in the comments below. I have this champion through the content creator program, as you guys may or may not know. So what happens within the program is we're gifted champions for a short period of time just to do some testing and whatnot, and then those champions are removed from our accounts. So this is just for testing purposes only, and yeah, man, I wanna do it a little bit differently. I just want to kind of like figure out how to use a champion and then go in there. As you can see, usually we get 4-star versions of the champion, but now in this video we're going to be using a 5-star stealth suit Spidey, man. So this is a 5-star 345. As you can see, he's rank 3. His PI is fairly high for a rank 3. He's dupe level 99, so he's not maxed. And yeah, man, I can't wait to get stuck into this champion, man. So let's look at his abilities. So his duped ability increases the potency of fury passives. So he doesn't necessarily need to be duped, which is a good thing. You know, if you pull this champion in a crystal, he doesn't have to be duped for you to use him. But obviously, if you want the bigger damage output from him, then you're gonna want him duped. Okay, so his passives are Spider-Man gains certain critical hit rating versus Sinister 6 and Symbiote champions. Okay, cool. When a web cartridge debuff is placed, gain fury passives increase by rating of blah 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 for 25 seconds. Okay, now one thing I normally look at when I look at champions is I normally look at their abilities for overall. I don't really like champions with like limited abilities. So like, for instance, that he's gonna gain a certain critical rating for facing against specific enemies. I would rather it just be he gains that critical rating full stop. So that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. But you know, it's all good, man. So Spider Sense. Spider-Man begins the fight with a Spider Sense charge, granting him a passive of 70% chance to evade incoming attack. Yeah, that's all good. We want to know more about his offensive abilities, man. Dodging or evading incoming hits pauses fury. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Spider-Man has one persistent charge which can be consumed before the fight to load either tranquilizer, web foam, or flashbang cartridge. Jeez, into his web shooters. Only one type of cartridge may be loaded. Spider-Man starts the fight with 5 charges of his loaded web cartridge. If no cartridge type is loaded, Spider-Man brings in flashbang web cartridge by default. Okay. Spider-Man expands web cartridge charges, inflicting web cartridge debuffs when striking with a light attack 4 or SP2. At the start of the fight, gain back 1 persistent charge if it was spent. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Right, so this is where it gets this is what I want to see now. So web cartridge debuffs. Okay, tranquilizer, 100% chance to inflict innervate, preventing the opponent from gaining power when struck for 3 points. So every time they're struck, or when we apply that web cartridge, I think it is, isn't it? Web foam, 100% chance to inflict slowly. Oh, nice. Reducing the ability accuracy of unstoppable and evade effects by 100% for 12 seconds. With opponents with a natural class advantage cannot be slow. Okay, fair enough. Additionally, while the opponent is slowed, Spider-Man cannot miss. Okay, cool. Okay, flashbang. 100% chance to inflict a vulnerability debuff. When attacking a vulnerable opponent, increases damage. So that's kind of similar to Invisible Woman, right? For 10 seconds though. So the special one reactivates the Spider Sense. The SP2, last 2 hits of the attack each expend a web cartridge charge to inflict a web cartridge debuff. These debuffs have 250% duration. The duration increase lasts until web cartridge debuff expires. Okay, debuffs that are replaced do not expire. Okay, cool. Gain back all spent web cartridge charges. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at some of his synergies as well. Let's look at the synergies. Slowed opponents also have the ability accuracy of shock and incinerate effects reduced by 100%. Okay, okay, cool. That's sick then. So if you're fighting someone that causes you to take shock damage or incinerate, oh, that's sick. So he would be so good against the Human Torch, man. That is sick. That is a really good synergy for Infinity War Iron Man as well. Spiderman in black. 100% evadability accuracy against unblockable attacks. Oh, nice. While the opponent has a while the opponent has a vulnerability debuff. Okay. For Miles Morales, special attack 2 inflicts power sting for 8 seconds, dealing 100% of the attack as direct damage when the opponent activates a special. Okay. I think that's an ability that Miles Morales should have anyway, without the synergy, but who am I? Heavy attacks inflict a vulnerability debuff for 9 seconds. That's nice for Symbiote. That's a nice little buff for those two Spideys. Okay, so with Vulture, striking an elevated opponent deals 10% of the damage dealt as energy. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, Culture Shock. Increase the potency of Fury and precision effects that trigger while Spider Sense is active. Nice. When one of Electro's stun abilities fail to trigger, he inflicts a shock debuff instead, dealing 40% of the damage. Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm quite impressed by these synergies. If I'm being honest, I think they look quite good on both parts. Like, not only to benefit Stealth Suit Spidey, but for the other champions as well. I think we've got some quite good synergies here, to be honest. Right, guys. So we had a little bit of a play round. So what I want to do is just show you guys quickly, right? So we're going to go in with the standard flashbang attack. So with the flashbang, look, it inflicts a vulnerability debuff, increasing the critical damage rating against the opponent and decreasing block proficiency by 50%, right? So we're going to go with that because we don't really need to utilize the others, because that's more for utility. You know, we're not facing an opponent that's going to be evading, so we don't really need to use Web Foam, and we're not going to be facing an opponent who is going to be gaining like a lot of power, like Hyperion or something, so we don't really need to use Tranquilizer either. So we're just going to use the Flashbang, which is what is standard, but I don't need to activate it because it will be activated when we go in game anyway. So let's go in with that. So how I figured was the best way to use him is, what you want to do is don't activate any of the cartridges. So the cartridges are going to activate if you finish off your combo with light attacks. So we're not going to do that. I feel like the best way to utilize this is getting the Fury up, and once you get the Fury up, then what you want to do is basically use a cartridge. That's what you want to do. So we've got the Fury up here, so we've used a cartridge because we used the SP2. So we're just going to hit him as normal here, and we're not going to activate any more cartridges until we get close to the SP2. And then what we'll do is, once we're getting close, now that we've got the Fury activated, when we get close to our SP2, we'll finish on a full hit. We'll finish on the light combo, as you can see here, activate the charge, and then boom, hit him with the SP2 again. Now that unfortunately does take our web charges down, but I feel like that's the most hardest we can hit from the experiments that I've done. I mean, what we'll do now is we will go, we'll activate the SP3, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna reset our charges. And when we activate the SP3 while we've got the Fury up, what we'll do is we will activate our cartridge again and spam SP1s and see what that does. Okay, so as you can see, I am activating the SP3. You're gonna see the charges refresh and go back up and stack back up to 5. But the Fury seems to last quite long, so we shouldn't actually need to use any charges for now. So what we'll do is use it. We'll probably use a charge next because we're gonna have our SP1. Oh, he blocked it. Oh, he blocked it. He blocked it. Okay, cool. Ah, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, cool. That's nice. Okay, it's not too. It's not the damage isn't great though, man. The damage isn't great, but we need to get the Fury. We need to get the Fury back up now. Have to get the Fury up. So we know that we can get the additional critical crit hit rating from the SP1, but right now you're critting a lot. If you guys can see on the screen, man, boy is critting a lot, boy, and that's all because of the SP1. There we go. Nice. There we go. Let's activate that precision again. Your boy ain't trying to go on without that, boy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's the best way that I've found to play him so far. Is basically using your cartridges as you're about to use a special attack. Because I find that's where you're gonna get the most kind of damage from if you obviously apply a debuff with the cartridge just before you land the special attack, if that makes sense. So what I did wrong there, guys, was I didn't use I didn't you end my combo on a light attack, so that when I use my actual special I could put some damage on him while he had the debuff active. So that's where I went wrong. Like here. There you go. See? That's the kind of damage that we would have been looking at if I did that. Okay. Nice. Okay. He's definitely fun to use. The animations take a little bit of getting used to, especially when you're playing him in game, because he's got the 7-hit combo. That's something I'm not really used to, man. I'm definitely not used to that. But I don't know, man. Just having that one fight is. He's not necessarily a champion that I personally would say is crazy. He seems like he has some really good utilities, though. He's not in my opinion, he's not a damage output champion. He's definitely more leaning towards the utility based side of things. But he's definitely he's very smooth to play. But the combos is something that I don't know. It's a bit off-putting to me, man. Like I struggle to flow my special attacks into the combo when they've got like 6 or 7 hit combos. So yeah, getting around that. But overall, I would probably give the new Spidey probably, but no, I'd give it about a 7 out of 10, man. I wouldn't give it any higher than that, man. But let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know what you guys thought. If you guys like the look of him, if you enjoyed it, if you like his animations, if you like his special attacks, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know if you guys have also found a better way to play him, where you can maybe get more damage than I did. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, man. Peace.